From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mountaineers return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They get him down after he makes the catch. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult to argue.
And the returner goes down. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and
taking a shot on the first play. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll go with a direct snap. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive covered 29 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, the ground game. Good blocking, good running, pick up of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
To the air, it's Pedrino. Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Handoff to the lone back. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
West Virginia.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's fired. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs.
1st down, West Virginia.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Pedrino. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off.
You know, I think when you're trying to throw against this guy, especially when he's in zone coverage, you got to anticipate the throws. You got to get it out before your receiver turns around to look. Because if you're even half a second too late, he makes you pay with interceptions.
He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
West Virginia, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find...
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout either side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This offense has a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Pedrino. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bears are on the move. Looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running the...
Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for room, it's Gage. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Getting some heat. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team.
Number 98 on to punt it away.
Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense... Clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Pedrino. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Cricket. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Snags it over the middle. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Hands it off. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Pedrino. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Powers forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Baylor! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
To Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. Can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's fired. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Gage.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that...
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one... it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
West Virginia, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business.